Bold podcast. This is Court.
And this is Ashley, and we are coming at you live from Boston.
On a lovely festive morning.
A very festive morning. Court arrived with some Starbucks holiday drinks. Shall we share a Starbucks recipe this morning?
Yes, we shall.
You first.
I have today Venti Pike Place Roast. So just their
Pike
traditional
Place.
hot coffee.
Oh, I guess I've never looked at the Starbucks beans.
Yeah, this is one of their good Starbucks beans.
Okay.
And then I just topped it with chestnut praline cold foam. Fun fact, you can turn any flavor or syrup that you typically get into a cold foam if you ask. So she's perfect.
Love that. And I have a grande chestnut praline latte. Chestnut praline is Court and I's favorite Starbucks holiday flavor. I like a nutty flavor.
Me too.
I think that's why I like almond milk. Anything like at Aroma Joe's, I get an almond roca.
Yeah.
I can't even describe what it feels like, but a nutty flavor in my coffee hits.
I know. Hazelnut is my favorite flavor.
Yeah.
Toffee nut at Starbucks is awesome. Couldn't agree more. But yeah, this is my first hot coffee of the season from Starbucks, simply for today's episode.
Honestly, same, and it'll probably be my last. We are iced coffee girls through and through.
However, I have been enjoying hot coffees at home recently. I have been drinking a lot of those with an espresso now that it's colder. Mm-hmm. We've been kind of cozying up by the fire in the morning with some hot coffee, and then I transition to ice later in the day.
Yeah. How many coffees do you go through a day?
Barely two.
Okay.
Like most days, it's just one. On a day where I need it, like 1.5. Like I'll make a second and I'll barely drink it.
Okay.
In past years, that would not be my answer. I feel like I had at least 2 every single day. What about you?
I'm strictly a 1.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, the office the past 2 days, I didn't want to wait for my regular iced dirty chai. Mm-hmm. And so I went to their cold brew.
Oh, God.
They
Station.
just have it, self-serve.
So good.
I got a fat cup of cold brew, and something about a pure iced coffee, it's honestly like the iced coffee that we drink when we're in Florida at your house. I can drink through that in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe just because there's no milk in it, I don't know. So I went back up, and I got another one.
Wow.
And I was like, we can't be doing that with the cold brew, but it's kind of addicting to
It
be like,
is.
I don't know. So gotta break that habit before it forms, but
So good. You know, sometimes you just need all the caffeine to get through the day. And this
Totally.
week, we have needed all the caffeine.
100%.
Should we do a little catch up of our Florida trip?
Absolutely.
Before we continue, why do my pants and shirt look like completely different shades of red when they are a set? Do you see
I do
that?
see that from here. Yeah. Now, my black probably looks like 2 different shades, but that's because it is.
I'd like you all to know that I'm wearing a matching skim set today.
It is
and
the same
it's
color in
matching.
person. I wore my fun Uggs today.
So cute.
You can't even see them.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Like, I might just have to sit like this or something while I talk.
Wait, I just want to touch them. All right, they're
So
actually not as soft as I thought they'd
You
be.
probably did you grow up with this?
Not those, no, but I did grow up with Uggs.
Okay, so this specific style is like
The one.
nostalgic.
Yeah.
This is what everybody had.
Wow. No, I didn't have those. I mean, it was so crazy. The second it hit 75 degrees, it was Ugg weather in Florida.
That's disgusting.
Is that not so
No,
gross when you think about
That's
it?
crazy.
I know. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
I can't even comprehend, but
Anyways, we were just in Florida. Ashley, why don't you start since you got to Florida well before I did?
Okay. So Joe and I went down to Miami. I was so excited about this trip. Work has been so busy. I haven't taken a long vacation since, genuinely, I have no idea. I think since the Alps
Chamonix.
trip. Yeah, the rest of them have been like a Friday here and there, and it was honestly for a wedding.
Yeah.
Like, there was never any real time off, and I was about to take a full week off. So I was so excited. We went down to Miami. It was really nice. We sat on the beach every single day. Joe and I did a little spa day. How do you pronounce the hotel? Faena?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I think that sounds right.
Faena.
Faena? I definitely know that's not. I think you said it right.
Anyways, this was definitely a splurge for sure, but they have this spa. So we booked a couples massage, and then you can go in and they have this hammam where you lay on like this giant tile and this mist comes down. You do a steam room, you do a sauna, you lay on these temperature regulating tiles, then you go into a cold room. It was like we spent hours there. And then before that, we went to the most amazing lunch, which is also in the hotel. It has a Michelin chef, but it was regular food. It wasn't a Michelin star restaurant.
Yeah.
It was so good. The spa was amazing. They did the singing bowls around our head. Like, best massage I've ever had. That was probably the highlight of my trip. And then we met up with you guys.
So good. We picked Ashley and Joe up at their hotel. We got some Joe and the juice, and then we headed to Soho House for the day. What did you think of Soho?
It was exactly what I was expecting. Spot on. I loved it, though. It was nice. I loved our chairs on the beach. The picante drinks were so good.
So, yeah, we spent the day on the beach, hung around by the pool. Then we got ready there. We went out to dinner. We went to a restaurant called Sexy Fish, which Ashley recommended and set up for us. So cool. So yummy and fresh sushi. And then went out for drinks after that. And it's honestly comical. We had the entire day we were planning, okay, let's do dinner, club, another club. Maybe we should even get a hotel room in Miami that night so we don't have to drive back. Maybe we go to Space and we're there till 6 a.m.
No, these were real things.
Real conversations. We're asking our friends, like, where should we go? About 9:45 hits, and we all look at each other at dinner as it's wrapping up. So, should we go home? I'm going to blame it on being out in the sun all day long and the exhaustion in which that brings.
100%. But then also, like, when you're going to these same places, they have, like, a similar vibe. They're over the top. We ended up going to Sugar for one more drink.
They're $25 drinks.
When these drinks are so expensive, it honestly sucks the fun out of everything.
I know.
I'm like, this drink isn't even that good. I don't want to spend $100
on one round.
Yeah.
Except they were phenomenal drinks.
They were good.
And the way the bartender made all four of them simultaneously, like, I was shooketh watching this man. But anyway, we went home that evening. We woke up the next day, and we had a boat day with my parents.
Guys, Courtney's home is one of the best places I've ever stayed in my life. I love your parents so dearly.
I know.
Like, I feel like I can riff-raff with both of them, and I genuinely feel like another child. Like, I'm always taking mom's side.
Of course.
I can be sassy with dad.
Uh-huh.
But he also treated me like a princess.
I know.
I was like, Joe, can you get me a water? He goes, oh, don't you worry about it. He goes up, he gets me a water, he like, I am just a little princess. Denise printed out a photo of Joe and I for the guest room. Like, so above and beyond. The hospitality was truly incredible. And I think I forget the dynamic of your best friend's parents.
Yeah.
And I don't get to experience that often, but it just reminds me of my childhood.
I know.
And being so close with my best friend's parents. But, like, as an adult, it's really special.
I know. We had so much fun. Like, every single day or every night, I feel that we were at my parents' place. We were, like, drinking and having fun. And, like, at this age that we're at, it feels like we're all friends. It's not like they're your best friend's parents, you know?
100%.
And so it just makes it all the more fun. Do you want to tell them about the dolphin show?
Yes. Oh, my God. So, first of all, I'd like to say I was wearing these dolphin earrings.
They're iconic.
They were my Grammys, and I've never worn them before. And I was like, okay, I'm going on I almost didn't wear them. I was between the dolphin earrings and a necklace. And I was like, Court, which one? You were like 100% the dolphin earrings. I was like, okay, cool. So I have them in. We ended up going out into the ocean, and we weren't even sure if we were going to be able to go into the ocean that day because it was windy.
Yeah.
And we're like, wait, it's so calm.
It's calm.
Like, this is crazy. We have to go.
Yeah, my dad said, like, for the 2 months before, he has not been able to go into the ocean because the waters have been so rough.
Yeah.
So it was meant to be.
100%. So we go out there. It's so beautiful. The sun's out. Like, it's calm. And within probably, like, 5 to 7 minutes of being out there, Courtney's dad is telling a story because Joe wants to go in the ocean. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't know. I wouldn't go in these waters. The other day I saw a hammerhead shark. As he's telling this story about the hammerhead shark, he goes, a dorsal fin. And we're like, haha, very funny, great punchline there. We turn around, there is an entire pod of dolphins.
Entire school.
There's
probably 8 of them, at least 8 of them. And they were just kind of trailing our boat a little bit. Probably, I don't know, a couple hundred, maybe 100 yards away from the boat. And we were just like, immediately cut the engine, just kind of let the boat drift a little bit and just stare at these dolphins because they're obviously like they're migrating south, and so we're just kind of following them slowly. And then my dad has this bright idea. He honestly is amazing with all marine life. Like, he just knows so much, and he always is so good. He'll spot like a sea turtle from a mile away, and it's like, how in the world did you see that? And so he started communicating with the dolphins and banging on the side of the boat. Continue.
So as he's like banging on, also right after, as he's starting to bang, they were just coming underneath our boat, like swimming with the boat. You can like see their bellies like directly below us, which was so cool.
They kept on coming closer and closer to us.
Yeah. So then he starts banging on the boat, and then the dolphins come up and their tails are like
slapping,
mimicking the banging on the boat, and like, yeah, slapping the water to make the noise. It was so cool. And they weren't doing that before he was banging on the boat.
Yeah. They were literally just playing with us. And that is why dolphins are my favorite mammals / sea creatures, because they're just so smart and friendly, and they'll interact with you and they'll be nice. And apparently they, like, sharks are scared of dolphins. So my dad was actually like, you could go in the water right now, because they would like attack a shark, but they're too scary for that. We were 3 miles offshore in 600 feet of water.
Yeah.
No, thank you. But literally the highlight of my trip was seeing those dolphins.
It was so cool.
So good. While we were on the boat that day, almost done with the story, we decided to pull the trigger and go to Islands of Adventure the next day.
Oh my God. So originally we were going to go golfing, and then
I didn't want to go golfing the whole fucking time.
I never wanted to go, and then Joe and Matt made a tee time
for 18 holes. That was the problem.
Yeah.
In 80, it was supposed to be the nicest day weather-wise. Why am I going to sit and sweat on a golf cart for 18 holes?
So we were like, wait, what if we just did a 3-hour road trip to Orlando? And that's exactly what we did. We left at 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m., drove 3 hours to Orlando. Matt drove 3 hours to Orlando. We went to Islands of Adventure. We did a day pass. We went on every single ride, some rides twice. I was exhausted by the end of it. My feet hurt so bad.
We walked like 30,000 steps.
Yep.
Crazy. But yeah, so we spent a lot of time in Harry Potter worlds, which was so fun. We'll spare you some of the details, but would recommend going on an adult trip with friends, specifically to Universal, because it's a bit more of the adult parks. And then the next day we played tennis.
And I loved tennis.
Me too.
I had a lot of fun. I feel like I improved so much even in our 2-hour session.
Yeah.
I did get hit in the face with a tennis ball, so I was down for a little bit. Just, it's so humbling getting hit smack dab in the center of your face with a tennis ball and then be like, yeah, I like this sport.
Yeah.
Like, I need a little time to warm up to it again. I get a little scared of the ball. But aside from that, had a lot of fun. And I hope that we continue playing tennis, playing doubles tennis.
So fun.
Specifically with the boys, because it's mostly like the boys playing, and then you and I get like a shot here and there.
Yeah,
and I'm like, wait, I'm like pretty good at this. But if I zoom out, it's just because Joe's playing with Matt.
Yeah, 100%.
But that's honestly all I need.
Yeah,
that's perfect for me.
Also, as we continue to play, we'll get better.
Totally.
And it'll just be an even more fun experience each time.
Yeah, but when I tell you, my hand is still sore. This little muscle right here.
Oh my God.
Just from holding
That's from
it.
clenching. No, guys, my forearm was unwell. My wrist has not stopped cracking. I woke up on Tuesday morning, so a day later, or 2 days later, And I was like, I think my back is broken. Like, I don't know what I did. I was like, oh, maybe it's from the change in mattress. Like, now I'm finally sleeping on a harder mattress. My body doesn't know what's happening. And Matt's like, Courtney, it's from tennis. I go, oh my gosh. We did play for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
But the body doesn't bounce back the way that it used.
No, it was pretty wild.
No.
I'm always interested to see how my body feels after things like water skiing or tennis, things that you don't usually do.
Water skiing is by far the worst feeling the entire world afterwards. So shall we get in today's episode?
I think we shall.
Perfect. So if you didn't know, we are officially in the month of December, aka we are full sending the holiday cheer and all of the festivities to really make the most of this very short time, or this month that goes relatively fast because there's always so much going on. In today's episode, we're going to share our favorite holiday traditions and all the ways to make the most of this season that is too short.
100%. I feel like it's always so interesting to hear about other people's family traditions. Like maybe some of them are basic, but to hear what people do, how they put their own twist on it, what they grew up with, things they're introducing now. I'm always so interested because it gets me thinking about my future and my future family and what traditions am I going to have and how things will look. So I think today will be a fun, wholesome episode.
Isn't it so crazy that we're now in the point in our lives where we can pick and choose our own traditions? Like we're kind of approaching the time of like, do our parents still buy us gifts? Like Matt dies of laughter because my parents still buy me stuff. Like his parents do, but like he's obviously a 35-year-old man and his version of a Christmas is a little different than his 26-year-old partner, you know?
Totally. I think once we start having kids, it's less about us. And then the gifts go to the grandbabies.
I never want it to be not about me.
I'm like honestly at the point where I don't need gifts. But that's because I am not a gift person.
I mean, I would like to receive anything for free. I don't think I got a gift last year. I got maybe like one gift from my parents. Outside of that, it's up to us to create the traditions and things, the ways that we want to celebrate. Okay, so let's start with some quickie questions. First being, when is it appropriate to start decorating for the holidays?
Okay, so I'm really excited about these questions, by the way. Courtney found these and I was overjoyed.
I created them. I didn't find them.
Oh my God, she's a creative. Here she is being brilliant again. What would we do without her? So growing up, I was always like, it is not Christmas until after Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. Hard and fast rule. Like, we never decorated. I was like, what do you mean you bitches are crazy out here decorating before Thanksgiving? This year is honestly the first time, maybe it started a little bit last year, where December's just not enough. The time between Thanksgiving and Christmas is simply not enough. You're going to go through all this effort of decorating a tree and maybe decorating other pieces of the house. I already start my holiday shopping before Thanksgiving. Yeah. Where am I going to put the gifts?
Yeah. Couldn't agree more.
What? I got to take up space in my closet?
Yeah.
I don't have that space.
Yeah.
I need the tree. Mm-hmm. So this year I'm struggling to convince Joe to decorate early, but we are getting the Christmas tree the week before Thanksgiving this year.
Yep.
And I'm hoping maybe I can sneaky have him put it up.
Nice.
But as of right now, it's a hard and firm, we will not be putting it up until after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Matt has that same mindset, aka I have that same mindset because Matt's the ruler of Christmas in our household. Mm-hmm. Simply because the Christmas tree farms don't open until the day after Thanksgiving, is at least what he seems to believe. But we are about to start taking the decorations from our storage unit, taking them out. So I think we might start like trickling in some Christmas decor before Thanksgiving and then getting the tree right after Thanksgiving.
I'm like an all or nothing. Like as soon as we start decorating, I want it all up. Mm-hmm. If I can only put out a pillow, no, we're going to save it.
Oh, we actually just got new pillow cover. We needed new pillows for our couch so desperately. And then as I was looking for pillow covers for every day of the year. I couldn't find any ones that I liked, but I really found some Christmas pillow covers. So we do have Christmas pillows out already.
Perfect.
Yes. Okay, next question. We got to make these more rapid fire.
Yeah.
Apparently we have a lot to say about all of this. Christmas cards, yay or nay? Did you do that as a family, and will you be doing it now?
I did it as a family growing up. My dad was big, like, we got to get the Christmas cards out. But it was never easy. It was always a fight. My mom always ended up like sending them out so last minute. My dad would always complain about, still, we didn't put the Christmas cards out this year. And like sometimes it was too late. And oh my God, it was such a battle between my mom and my dad. My dad loves a Christmas card. Mm-hmm. And so growing up, we had a Christmas tree farm in our backyard. We had like a huge storm that came through and like destroyed all of the trees around our house. So as a result, my dad planted, I think it was 350 Christmas trees.
What? The actual?
It was crazy. Honestly, it might have been 450. I don't know the exact number. It was hundreds of Christmas trees. When we first got them, they were about a little taller than me, and I was in middle school. Now, if you were to go there, 15, 20-foot Christmas trees.
But he wasn't so selling them, right?
No.
No, just to have them?
Just to have. He loves Christmas trees.
That makes truly no sense. That is the most obscure thing to plant in your backyard, but it makes so much sense for Peter Paul.
It's cute. Anyways, one year he was like, I have the most brilliant idea. So growing up, we would go into the backyard, ever since we had these, cut down a Christmas tree, drag it into the house, and put it up. Mm-hmm. So he had his work friend come over with a camera, take photos. We go to the backyard. There is a photo somewhere, and I will get it and post it on Instagram. We cut down the tree, and as a family, we're walking away with the dad like dragging the tree and a chainsaw in the other hand, and then his 3 girls just walking with him. It is so funny.
That is truly so hysterical.
Yeah.
I could see it now, but I really need to see the photo as well.
I'll get the photo. It's so funny. But what was the question?
Christmas cards, yay or nay?
Christmas cards. So that was like our Christmas card that we sent out.
Yeah.
They're kind of a lot of work.
Oh, 100%.
I would love to do like a you can do both Christmas card and like send it to our friends. So much work. Like, who has the time?
So much money.
So much money.
We were a huge Christmas card family, and I think this is the first year that my family is not, because this is kind of wild. We, at the past, probably since I started going to college, we had realized that it's so hard to find a family photo from that one year, like, or a good enough family photo that is worthy to be on a Christmas card to send out to all of your distant relatives and family and friends. But my parents growing up would send them to like 300 people every single year.
That's insane.
And in turn, we would get like 300 cards back. And it was always a whole process of displaying the cards around the house. So like when we moved to Florida, they would be displayed all over our like sliding glass doors and windows. Like we couldn't see out of the windows, but we would see all the cards. And honestly, I loved it. Like year over year, seeing, like who got engaged, or like what are these kids that were the children of my mom's friends that I used to hang out with when I was 5 years old, what do they look like now, etc. Yeah. And so I personally love Christmas cards. I have not sent any out in my adult years, but I have received some really fun ones from like friends and colleagues and coworkers that like makes me want to send them out this year. But time will tell. We shall see if I have the time, energy, or desire as it gets a little closer to send things out, or if I have a good enough photo for it. But we always used to have like a family photo shoot when I was younger. They're also comical. I'll have to resurface some of those photos. But yeah, I will be doing it when I am a parent myself.
Absolutely. I would love to do it now. It's just the time, the photo. Like, I would literally have to set up a photo shoot.
100%.
But like, how funny
in front of
would
the Christmas tree.
If like Joe and I sent out photos of like just us. smiling,
I
like,
know,
all dressed up. Like, that's hilarious.
I know.
And also to have to look back on.
I know.
So cute.
I kind of definitely want to do it this year since we're engaged now. I feel like that, like, really means family, you know?
Totally.
Anyway. Okay. Christmas caroling, yay or nay?
No, I was so confused about this. I mean, honestly, yay. Like, I love to sing. Have I ever done that in my life? No. Is there ever a situation where I could see myself be, like, caroling? No.
Also, no. Same. I just thought it was a funny question.
Have you ever caroled?
No.
Well, what got me thinking about it is, like, the church, going to church. Is there opportunities to carol? I
Maybe
could see that being
not
a
at
thing.
not at my church, but I do love all the Christmas music. I just feel like it's in every holiday movie. I've seen like little kids do it. My little brother had a weird year where he went.
That video was so freaking funny.
I know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, when my brother was like 6, he went with a friend in the neighborhood and Christmas carol, just them two.
It's so funny. I don't really.
I definitely never did that. I had stage fright. And I was so shy when I was younger, so absolutely not. But, okay, next one. Your favorite Christmas album? Michael Bublé?
My favorite Christmas song is Santa Baby.
Good.
Na, 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 na. That's probably my favorite.
Okay. Mine is Justin Bieber Mistletoe album, specifically Christmas Love. That is the most underrated song on the album. You've probably never heard it before.
Sing it to me.
Fuck. Oh my god. Hold on.
Are you even a believer?
Oh, no. Hold on. I know it. I'm starting to sweat.
Stage fright's coming back.
Fuck. I know the tune.
Sure.
It's like, hold on. Something Christmas love. Fuck, why did I know? The second it comes on, hold on, I'm playing it.
Sounds not memorable.
No, it's so memorable. Hold on, it's been a year since I last heard it. Just give me a second. Baby, I will not cry. 'Cause I got your love this Christmas time.
I think I've heard it.
And it's freezing outside. That's it.
Really good.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Oh, I'm sweating.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Okay, favorite Christmas movie?
The Grinch for sure. I love The Grinch, specifically the like Jim Carrey one. I could watch that every Christmas, and I do.
I love the Polar Express. Mm-hmm. I also love all of the Santa Claus movies and Home Alone.
I don't think I've even seen
What?
the Santa Claus movies.
With Tim Allen? Come on. Oh my god, they're so good. You'd love them. Oh,
Okay, I'll watch them.
There's no way. That was like the #1 outside of Home Alone movie that played on ABC Family growing up.
I'm like
25 Days of Christmas.
not a movie person. I know.
Oh my god, I'm going to force you to watch that. Oh my
I
God.
will. I'll watch it.
What is your decoration vibe? Do you like trendy, colorful? Last year bows were huge. This year, are they going to be? I don't know. Or are you into more timeless, classic ornaments, decorations around the house, etc.?
So I don't buy like new holiday stuff. I use my nanny's and like my Grammy's holiday
That's
things
cute.
that have been passed down in the family. Like everything is still even stored in my Grammy's like old box.
Wait, that's really cute.
Yeah, it says like Xmas 2010 on it.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I've felt the need to buy new stuff. Whenever I've decorated, it's been in a small space.
Yeah.
So I'm not out here buying new things. I think we bought like a new tree skirt, but Joe and I did purchase a fake tree. We got a real tree when we first lived together. It's just not, I know you guys do a real tree. It's not doable for like living in an apartment. We had to get such a small one. It looked so tiny. It didn't look full enough. It was a city tree's never it.
Yeah.
I don't even think we're allowed to have real Christmas trees in this building.
Oh, wow.
This is a fire hazard. So, And all to say, we got a fake tree that already has lights on it.
Yeah, easy.
And it's the best thing. We love it. It is so perfect. It's so easy. It looks so good. So aside from buying the tree, the rest of it is really everything I've always had.
That's really nice.
Yeah. I probably could use some new decor, but I'm not like, oh, the trends are bows this year, let me get bows.
Yeah.
I actually hate that personally.
Yeah. Matt and I just recently bought a bunch of stuff together when I moved in, and we bought it at the end of last season because, ladies and gentlemen, we had to get rid of some of the stuff that he had. Matt is the #1 Christmas fan. And I'm so happy that I didn't see how he initially decorated his apartment when we first started dating, because I think I would have ran in the other direction. To put it into perspective, I think this man has 80 nutcrackers. Yes, that's right. Nutcrackers, you know, the little Christmas soldiers. His mom gives him one every single year. He has like a Disney themed one. He probably has a Harry Potter themed one. Like, anytime anyone, for some reason, saw, like, a nutcracker out, like a cute home goods one, they'd buy it for him for Christmas, and he loves them. So he tried to decorate our apartment, our shared apartment, the first year, and he did what he did in past years, and I entered the apartment, and I was like, oh, I'm literally scared to be here. It was giving, like, porcelain, like creepy baby dolls. That's what it was giving.
That's scary. I love a tasteful nutcracker.
Of
like
course.
2 or 3 on the mantle.
Of course.
I couldn't imagine walking into
an apartment
80
filled
nutcrackers. I would have nightmares every single night.
And therefore, we have allowed him to, I believe, have 4 up in the apartment at one time.
That's a big cutback.
I know. I think he's a little upset by it, but it was very tchotchke energy, and now we're a bit more minimal. We have some like Crate and Barrel, Williams-Sonoma type of stuff that we got on sale at the end of last season, and so I'm really excited to open up our Christmas storage bins, because I think I'm going to be surprised in what we do have, because I bought it at the end of last season and haven't thought about it since.
That's actually really exciting.
I know. And finally, the family traditions.
All right, so you guys have heard me share this family tradition. Definitely my favorite one. I will continue this with my children, and hopefully they will with their grandchildren, my grandchildren. Anyways, every Christmas Eve we have lobster stew, and I don't know who started it. I feel like my grandfather did. My grandfather cooks it every year. He shows up to every family function with seafood, specifically lobster and steamers. But when we had a larger family, he would get like 10 pounds of pure lobster meat. Like, it's already picked out. Now I think it's closer to 5. Honestly, I could even have the measurements wrong. It was so much lobster. And he comes over the night before Christmas Eve. We prep the lobster stew, and then it just simmers all day on the stove. It is so good. It's so yummy. Being from Maine, I just feel like that's also cool, like having lobster stew. We will freeze it for months after, because there is so much of it. But yeah, it's always such a nice little treat. And yeah, I love a recipe that becomes a tradition.
Yeah, I've never had lobster stew before.
Really?
Never in my life.
Wait, I'll bring some back and you can try it. It's amazing.
I would love. All right, on that same kind of theme of cooking with your grandparents, my tradition has always been baking cookies with my grandma when she was here with us. And it was like my favorite thing every single year. It was a couple days leading up to Christmas Eve, and we'd decide, like, we would make our core sugar cookies that were in all different like Christmas shapes, and she would make it, and then the kids would decorate the icing. So cute. And then as we got older, we would also add like 4 to 6 other types of cookies in the mix. And so I'd find something fun on Pinterest, then we'd all kind of learn a new cookie recipe together. And yeah, I didn't think that would like make me emotional, but like, holy shit, that's like so crazy. I don't think I've ever been teary-eyed on the podcast before, but I feel like so many holiday traditions kind of die with...
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
All right. It took a second to cry a little bit, but I think we're good now.
Oh.
But honestly, like thinking through a lot of these traditions, and I think that little moment that I just had reminded me of the holidays being something different for so many people. Like, yes, there's beauty and nostalgia and there's holiday cheer, but it's also really hard for some people. And so, all to say, I had this amazing tradition of baking cookies with my grandma. And it's crazy that, like, sometimes when people pass and what have you, the traditions change a bit. And, like, the holidays at the end of the day is all about family and being with loved ones and close friends. And it's, like, up to you to keep traditions alive when maybe the same people aren't there to kind of celebrate and do the same things. But always something that I'll forever, like, cherish, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, something I'll always, definitely something I want to do with my own kids one day.
Absolutely. And then her, like, memory carries on.
Exactly.
And, like, your childhood moments and memories get to be relived through your children. And, like, you'll be Grammy one day. And, like, that'll be really sweet and really cool.
To be fair, I'm on my period.
Aw, Court, you're going to make me cry.
We're okay. Moving on.
Okay. Next one. Let me just quickly finish up the lobster piece. So ever since I started going to celebrating the holidays with Joe's family,
Yeah.
they've always done what they call a second Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And I've talked about it on here, but just to accommodate people who celebrate the holidays, for example, like myself, with my family, like Christmas Eve will always be my family's holiday. And like Joe's family gets Thanksgiving and other things. It gets divvied up.
Yeah.
But they've always done a second Christmas, so a couple days after Christmas. So Joe and I will drive down. So my first ever time going, because we have so much leftover lobster, I always bring home a little bit of lobster to them, and my mom gives me her recipe for making a lobster dip. So that's become a tradition. A very expensive tradition, but a tradition nonetheless. So they always expect me to bring a delicious lobster dip, and I get to cook for the family. And
That's
then
awesome.
It's so funny because Joe's aunt, the whole reason they started Second Christmas, she celebrates Christmas in Maryland and Maryland crabs. But it's just funny that her and I are like marrying into the family. She brings the Maryland crab. I bring the Maine lobster. It's so cute. Yeah. So Second Christmas as a whole, I think, is a sweet tradition because it's just very accommodating of people.
Yeah.
And
totally.
Sometimes people can get really heated and upset about who gets which holiday.
Yeah.
But really, like, you just have to do what works best for you. And I enjoy Second Christmas. I think it can the holiday spirit kind of dies the day of Christmas. You're like, wait, it's over?
Yeah.
So for me, I've really enjoyed it because it elongates the holiday cheer.
Yeah, that's awesome. In Matt and I's situation, we flip-flop holidays. So, like, one family will get us for Christmas, one will get us for Thanksgiving. And yeah, I mean, it's just completely different experiences every year when we flip-flop. So it's nice that you get both families for one holiday.
Yeah, I think that's so fun.
On that same seafood sentiment, I just love the way that I love when there's a specific food that you only eat around that holiday because it makes me look forward to it all year long. My dad specifically makes these jumbo baked stuffed shrimp that is truly the best thing I've ever had. It's
it looks so good.
He makes, I think, like 200 of them. It's like crazy. And he stuffs it with, it's like Townhouse crackers that are like extra buttery, onion, red and green pepper, seasoned, and it's more stuffing than it is actual fish, but it's something that I truly only get at Christmas time. And when I'm not at Christmas time and I'm spending it up here with Matt's family, I like force him to make it for me for like a fake Christmas dinner because it's just one of those things that I love and I look forward to every year.
That's so cute. I love how much of a chef your dad is.
I know.
I feel like I did not know that.
I never really I just grew up with it, so I didn't think that it was abnormal for the dad to be not that active in the kitchen.
Yeah. These men out here need to start taking notes.
I know.
Because I love that.
I know. But yeah, on my mom, she always makes these cocktail meatballs. Like, there's just always something that is affiliated with a certain holiday. And I would like to figure out what my personal recipes will be.
Totally. I now have the lobster dip, like, in Joe's family, but I want something else. I've never cooked for, like, my family, but that's because my mom is a freaking Nazi in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I want to be that mother-daughter relationship where I'm like, Mom, let's make this together. She is so
Particular.
in control and, like, micromanage. No, let me do it. You're not doing it right. And I'm like, you're not making this fun.
Yeah.
I am going to leave.
Yeah.
I will watch you. I'll sip wine and watch you. But, like, she doesn't make it.
Yeah.
So, Mom, if you're listening, I love you, but, like, we have to figure that out.
I know. One thing that's really worked in my family is taking charge of the festive cocktail. So, like, while my parents are chefing up in the kitchen, there can't be too many chefs in one kitchen. I will be in charge of what the Christmas cocktail will be, and I will have my own little bar area where I contribute that way.
So cute. Okay, so I mentioned this one, but just want to give it a shout out in the tradition section. Getting the Christmas tree from the backyard. I feel like that is such a cool tradition that I'll probably never get to have again.
Yeah.
Because, like, when will I have a Christmas tree farm in the backyard? But those are memories that, like, I'm going to share with my kids one day. And, like, who knows, maybe the love of Christmas trees will, like, continue throughout the family. But just Christmas trees in general have become... Wait, have I told you guys about the star on the back of my neck and, like, why I have that? So when I said my dad loves Christmas trees... Morgan and I got a star tattooed, like literally just the outline of a basic star, on the back of both of our necks for Father's Day, because he was begging us to get that tattoo because he said he's pruned us like Christmas trees our whole lives, and when we graduated college, we earned our stars. So this is not just like a little like Christmas tree obsession. This is truly, it runs deep in the Paul family.
Does he have any Christmas-related tattoos?
No.
I'm surprised.
I know, it's so crazy. But, so that's one that I look back on as a tradition, even though we really only did it for, like, the second half of my childhood, like, once the trees fell down.
Yeah.
But something I am fond over. And then the other one that I think everybody has some version of this, but the holiday PJs.
Totally.
My mom has always been such a PJ girl. Morgan loves PJs, like the fuzzy socks, the whole thing. So me, my mom, and my sister always have matching PJs every Christmas Eve.
So cute. I just got a set of Skims ones that I've been living in since they were delivered, and I couldn't recommend them enough. Your Christmas tree experience is so wildly different from mine growing up. We used to go to church on Sunday morning, and then we'd go to the Home Depot parking lot in 85-degree weather and pick out a Christmas tree that was already tied up, and we didn't know what it looked like upon opening it.
Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Christmas in Florida, different energy.
Totally. That's actually hilarious.
Yeah, I know. Wild. So that was that. And then Christmas tree decorating was a huge thing in my family. Like, my mom would always pick out the night ahead of time, made sure that everybody was home, made sure my dad got all the decorations down from the attic the day before. We sorted through all the ornaments, the ones that, like, we made when we were in 3rd grade as kids that had, like, our photos from our classroom in it, and we'd all, like, sift through it together as if we have never seen them before, talking about how cute we were as kids. Then the whole family would help. Actually, everyone but my dad. My dad would sit there with a cocktail and watch us and critique us and help and point out where we should put certain things. And me, my brother, and my mom would pretty much do everything with Christmas music on in the background, holiday jammies. And then once my brother and I decided this is too much, I need to go, like, we've done enough, there's nothing left to do, my mom would basically sit there for another couple of hours, like, perfecting, making things look perfect, rearranging ornaments that we already put on the tree. And then complaining that she did most of it herself when that's the energy that she brought.
Yeah. Okay. I love that. That just unlocked a memory for me that when we decorated our tree, well, first of all, the tree was so tall that we would need a ladder. And, like, my dad would always do the ones up top.
Yeah.
But Morgan and I were always in charge of the lights. So we would untangle all of the lights and plug them in, like, down the hall. And like the way our childhood was, like we had a big chimney in the middle so you could like go around the house. We would line all of the lights like down the hallway, around the chimney, into the kitchen, twisting back. And I just had that memory like unlocked of the huge string of lights all through the house.
That's really pretty, it sounds like.
Oh, yeah. No, but then we would like put it on the tree.
Yeah,
It was just to make sure like which ones are turned on, like which ones are dead or not.
Oh, gotcha.
And they were always tangled.
So it didn't stay like that.
No, it was literally just to untangle and see which ones worked.
Oh, wait, that's hysterical.
But that's so funny. I just had like memory unlocked there. Okay, 2 funny ones. I feel like dads get all the credit, and I don't know why. But like moms, it's like, oh, and then she would complain about the trip, but it's because she did everything.
Yeah, literally.
And like all of my funny, I feel like kind of bad, but like all these ones are with my dad. Like my mom would always put silly string in my dad's stocking.
Oh, that's cute.
And we would like spray him with silly string.
Aww.
Christmas morning. It was like a tradition, and we would love it. And then my mom probably was the one who picked it all up.
Yep.
But like I associate silly string with dad, and we would like have
Yeah.
a silly string war. And then
that's really cute.
Christmas Eve, like the morning of Christmas Eve, not the night, my dad would be like, all right, girls, time to go to Macy's. And we would like joke that, oh, Mom, we got to go do your holiday shopping.
Yep.
But like it wasn't really a joke.
Yeah.
We were so last minute. So me and my sister and my dad would go to like Macy's, and he would always get her a new knife set. She never wanted a new knife set. And then we'd pick her up like PJs and like other things, but it was the last minute shopping, and we did it every single year.
Yeah.
And always included in that was the knife set that she never wanted.
Yep. I love it.
And then every year she'd open it up and be like, wow, a knife set. Like, it's just some things never get old.
Yeah.
And that's one of them.
I love the Macy's part of this all. I feel like that's so 2000s, like early
Totally.
2000s. Because
Yeah.
I would also go to Macy's and try to get something on behalf of my dad for my mom for
Yeah.
Christmas. But one thing that my dad always got me and my mom, and still to this day does, is massage gift certificates. And that is the only thing that he gets us every single year. And it's something we look forward to, but it like he knows we're going to like it. He doesn't have to try hard.
Oh my God.
But yeah, there's something about the dads not knowing what the heck to buy the moms, and the daughters having to help. I grew up in a very large extended family, and so something that we did amongst the cousins was we'd have like a secret Santa, as opposed to everyone having to buy something for everybody. And I was always like the only girl in the family, and so it was pretty much when we were little, all the aunts were obviously buying for the cousins that they drew out of the hat, but they always like ended up rigging it, and everyone always fighted over getting me because everyone wanted to buy for a little girl.
Yeah.
Because all of my aunts had boys. And so then I always ended up with more gifts than anybody else because everyone wanted to buy cute little blonde Courtney something fun.
I love that.
Yeah, but it was cute. So we put a poll on our story asking some of our followers what their favorite holiday traditions were. So let's kind of hop into some of these and see if this is something we would want to incorporate in our own lives.
Yes, I love a both or write-in.
First being an annual Pink Ladies Christmas party with moms and daughters.
So I didn't really understand this. I asked Courtney, do you think they just dress in pink?
Yes, I think it's a pink themed party. I think it's pink drinks. I think it's pink outfits.
I want to do this year.
I know.
Like, that sounds so cute and so girly and so fun.
I know. The moms and daughters things really hits home.
Yeah. What am I going to do if I don't have a daughter?
You
like,
will.
who's going to carry on these traditions? It's not going to be a son.
You will. You will have a daughter, don't you worry.
But that sounds adorable.
I know. So cute.
A family tries to see as many Christmas lighting ceremonies as possible. I love anything with a Christmas tree lighting. Another kind of tradition that has occurred in recent years because of my grandfather. He loves to go on these like lighting walks, and there's a couple in my hometown where like these large acre farms will just set up these amazing light walks. I don't really know what else to call them, but they are so cool and so impressive. So we've been doing that every year for the past couple of years. So I love this tradition. Anything with holiday lights, I think, is so pretty.
Yeah, I used to walk around my neighborhood or like drive to really wealthy parts of my town and drive past all the Christmas lights because I feel like some families went above and beyond with what they did in their front yard, and it's so cute. On kind of that note, if you are in Boston, we looked up the Boston tree lighting. So like on Commonwealth Ave, kind of in every part of the city, they have a night where they turn them all on at one time, and it's really cute. Tonight, actually, December 5th, if you're listening on drop day, is most of them. So Boston Common, Commonwealth Ave, Back Bay, downtown. And then December 6th, so Friday night, is Seaport lighting.
So cute.
Okay. Another listener tradition, which should have been mine growing up in Florida, is a post-Christmas ocean swim.
That's so fun.
Listen, if you don't have a snowman to build, why not go frolic in the ocean?
Absolutely.
Like, and I just love that all of these have to do with family and loved ones. It's like, that's what makes it a tradition, is doing it with people over and over again, and that's a really cute one.
I like the idea of having something on Christmas Day. I know a lot of families celebrate on Christmas Day. We're more of a celebrate on Christmas Eve family, stockings and presents in the morning, and then by noon there's nothing to do. Like, we're literally taking down the tree on Christmas.
Too soon.
I know. We actually used to go to the movies on Christmas Day.
Oh,
like, we
that's
would
cute.
get because my dad loves the movies. Again, it's all about my dad. Like, we would sometimes get him like movie tickets, and then we would go to the movies. But yeah, we don't really do anything on Christmas Day. So I love the idea of going for a post-Christmas swim. Obviously can't do that in New England. Maybe a cold plunge, but I think that's so fun and so cute.
The last thing I want on Christmas is a cold plunge. Never.
Yeah.
Never will I ever, but I see what you're getting at.
Yep. Another Bother tradition is making cookies with mom and delivering them to everyone on our cookie list. I think that's so cute. I love the idea of hand delivering the cookies.
Yeah.
As opposed to, I don't know, sending them or something.
Yeah.
I think that's so cute. And to do it like as a little girl or something with your mom and going and deliver cookies, adorable.
I was a recipient of these cookies, and they used to buy, like, they'd go to the dollar store and they'd get like the Christmas themed tins. And so it felt very Christmas-y in like the way in which they delivered them too. And it was a highlight of my personal Christmas, was receiving the cookies that they made together.
So
cute. And I think that also goes back to what we talked about in the holiday gift guide episode of like, gifts don't need to be expensive. They just need to be thoughtful. And I think that's a perfect way to show some love. Okay. And last one, which I love so dearly, is the day after Christmas, having a friend meetup where everyone brings their favorite leftover from their own personal Christmas. So this is one of my girlfriends that wrote in from my hometown. And so we used to do this after Thanksgiving and after Christmas. So, and all of my friends were like very diverse. I have a best friend from Mexico, a best friend from Brazil, another friend from Colombia. And so it was so amazing because we all got a taste of each other's cultures, and truly something to look forward to every single year.
They call that Boxing Day, right?
Yeah, but I think Boxing Day has to do with like shopping. There's always Boxing Day sales.
No, I think Boxing Day you bring your leftovers and you do like a Boxing Day party.
Oh,
it's like
my
a
God.
thing in, I think it's in Europe or London or something.
Oh my God, I didn't know
It
that.
originated there. I only know that because my parents' friends do a Boxing Day on like the day after Christmas, and everybody will come, and it's kind of like a potluck energy.
Yeah.
It didn't click for me until you just said it there, and I was like, oh, Boxing Day.
Oh, wow.
We can confirm that, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, definitely recommend Boxing Day to anybody.
So cute.
Yeah, it's a way to get the leftovers out of your house, and then also to continually eat good. And with that, we hope you're feeling all of the festive cheer, sensing some nostalgia, excited about what's to come and the traditions that you have the ability to create for yourself and your loved ones. And honestly, just want to send extra love to people this time of year, because sometimes it's harder for some than others. Other times it's just a really happy time. And so we hope you have the best holiday season, and we love you.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays. So sorry for singing this entire episode.
Happy holidays.